And now we stay with Democracy Day. Since Nigeria's return to Democracy Day in 1999, it has been celebrated on May 29 until last year when President Buhari's administration declared June 12 as the official date. The declaration was solely to celebrate and remember the late MKO Abiola. Our correspondent Hebron Giwa filed in this report as presented from our Lagos studios.
After years of military regime, there was a break during the Second Republic. This, however, was short-lived as another coup came after 4 years. Also in 1985 came General Ibrahim Babangida's coup. It was during this regime that the saga of June 12 started, amid many pressures which led General Babangida to opt out and bring in interim government of Ernest Shonekan. After the death of General Sani Abacha, General Abdulsalami Abubakar took over with a promise to return democracy in Nigeria. Political parties were formed with a hope to contest and take the mantle of leadership in Nigeria. A former governor of the defunct Gongola state, Wilberforce Juta, says Buhari's government has restored justice to the country by the declaration of June 12 as Democracy Day. Also an academic, Professor Johnson Bongari is also of the opinion that the present administration has done well by recognizing June 12 in honor of the late MKO Abiola.
A clean election won by Abiola. In fact, there was no contest against that election. There was no problem. There was no reason for that election to be annulled. But they annulled it. And that started lots of agitation in this country. To make matters worse, Abiola took up the fight with his supporters, but mysteriously, Abacha also lost his life. Abiola lost his life. While we were mourning that one, his wife also was assassinated. So we knew something was wrong. Democracy was at stake. And that June 12 was born. That now it was a calculated issue to rape democracy. So that is what brought June 12. Now, for us that were participants in all these things, now recently with this federal government of General Buhari, they did two things that we can talk about. One, they recognize now it was injustice that was done to Abiola. And they went ahead to Anna Abiola postmortemly.
Their bid. Are you there to serve them or to serve yourselves? Now, you see, in democracy, the real thing is that politicians will climb the podium and they will say that they will do this, they will do that, they will do this thing. Actually, this is an entirely wrong step. I'm not very religious, but today is your own. Tomorrow is not your own. You cannot climb the podium and tell people that you do this, you do that, while the resources is not in your hands. You are depending on people to give you the resources. You don't know how much you get. So essentially, all these people, politicians that climb the podium and say, I'll do it for you, it is a lie.
However, the academia has appealed to politicians to display justice to the electorate. But for the former governor of the defunct Gongola state, June 12 should be declared as Memorial Day and not Democracy Day.
This is a welcome development in the political history of this country, in the sense that Nigerians finally came to realize that all over the world, the better practice of governance is through democratic representation. If it is not allowed and strangulated along the way, the tendency is that the governance will be turbulent.
We consider not proper, and that is declaring June 12 as a democracy day, that we are celebrating democracy. I think what June 12 stands for is Remembrance Day. We should remember that injustice that was done to Abiola and to all the citizens of this country. So personally, I feel that this June 12 is a unique day for Nigerians. It's a day worth remembering, through which was declared by General Obasanjo as Democracy Day. Democracy Day. June 12 is a remembrance day, by honoring and recognizing the struggle of Abiola.
It is hoped that the declaration of June 12 by President Muhammadu Buhari to serve as Democracy Day will remain unchanged even after his tenure elapses in 2023.
And let's stay in that region